Hi, this is Ashley back with another exclusive. And this exclusive will be on why Drake got slapped by Puffy. Okay? Now, some of you may not know that Drake had gotten slapped by Puffy. I do remember it being on the blogs, but they didn't know the behind the scenes reason why Drake got slapped, okay? They thought it was because of the 0 to 100 beat, okay? So we about to get into the detail. Before we get into anything, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. This exclusive is strictly for entertainment purposes only. So Drake was writing for Diddy in 2014, 2013, because Puffy wanted to release another album after the success of Last Train to Paris. So he was working with writers, and Puffy, his saying is, I write checks, I don't need to write raps. So he doesn't care if he has a ghostwriter, okay? So allegedly, Drake was a little frustrated with Puffy because of his inconsistencies being in the studio, not being in the studio. And when you're writing for an artist, it's better to, have them there so you understand what they're willing to say, what they're not willing to say, if they like the song or not. So, Puffy is traveling the world, promoting Ciroc, doing other things, and he would just leave, Drake in the studio with, the engineer and a bunch of other writers, okay? So he wasn't being as attentive as Drake wanted him to, because Drake, when he does collaborations or when he writes for artists, because he's written for multiple artists like Alicia Keys, Melanie Fiona, they're in the studio with him. He doesn't like it when people leave the studio or don't show up. So because he was getting frustrated, he ended up taking the 0 to 100 beat for himself and made a hit record. I know you guys know the song. I go 0 to 100 real quick. That ended up being a hit record. It was on the radio, every playlisting, every radio station. So allegedly, Puffy wasn't too happy about it. He thought he was going to have a hit record on his hands. But he didn't really care that much, because he told Drake allegedly, oh, well, you can just write me a new song on a different beat. And so Drake was like, okay, yeah, we can work with that. So here's the juicy part. So allegedly, Cassie in 2014, 2013 was very unhappy with her career. Okay, Cassie thought she was going to be the next Rihanna. She thought, she was going to be able to basically take Rihanna's spot. All these chicks wanted to be Rihanna. That's why she was cutting her hair to the side like Rihanna, even though there's a backstory to that also. But she really thought she had the look to be the next Rihanna. And a lot of people in the music business, thought she had, the style, not the talent, but the style to replace Rihanna, because she started dressing like her, just like Rita Ora. So Cassie had ran into Drake, and they were discussing Cassie going over to OVO Records, OVO Radio, OVO Music, where he had Party Next Door, who was really hot at that time. This was in 2014, and he had that video with Kylie Jenner in it. He was really hot at that time, Party Next Door. So Drake was telling her, yeah, I can do more for your career. I already have artists that are popping right now. And, Puffy, he's not really doing much for you, was in her ear. And she was looking to make a change anyway. I've already been told by several people that allegedly she was planning on leaving Puffy that year, due to her career not popping off, infidelity, and a lot of other reasons. Puffy ended up finding out about their little plan, and Puffy ran into Drizzy Drake allegedly at some nightclub, probably in Miami, and slapped Drake, okay? And Drake did not even do anything because he knows that Puffy is nobody to play with. Why do you think Drake hangs out with Jay Prince and his father? He always knew Jazz Prince, Jay Prince Jr., but he's real close with Jay Prince, his father, because that's his protection, okay? So, anybody that tries to send shots or tries to threaten Drake, they got to speak to Jay Prince, okay? See, the Jewish community doesn't just protect Drake. It's also a lot of other people, and Jay Prince is one of them. Now, if you don't know who Jay Prince is, do your Googles. He pops up, and he's allegedly a known gangster, okay? And he don't mess around. And that's why he started getting close with Jazz Prince's father, Jay Prince Jr. His father is Jay Prince Sr., and they are really close because he protects Drake, okay? And, if you mess with Drake, you got to deal with him. And so, with that being said, eventually, Puffy and Drake squared away their issues. But from what I hear, Drake allegedly doesn't really fully trust Diddy. He keeps his distance, but he doesn't want to be on his bad side because he knows what Puffy will do, okay? As for Cassie, she obviously has moved on. She's married with 2 kids, but from what I hear, she's been wanting to leave Puffy for a while, but it just so happened she was able to in 2019 or 2018, I believe, is when she left him. Drake also keeps Jay Prince around because he knows that Swiss, T.I., Meek Mill, DJ Drama, all these rappers who really don't care for Drake could possibly try to take Drake out, okay? And so, he keeps that protection and that protection from, the Jewish community. He has full immunity. Nobody can really touch him. But that's why he keeps, Jay Prince around. It's not just, to hang out in Houston at strip clubs. There's a reason for that. Okay? So, if you guys like this little exclusive, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. This exclusive is strictly for entertainment purposes only. And I hope you guys have a good day.